Today I'm breaking down with you my recent fabric haul from Mood Fabrics, ordering all of these fabrics online. Stay tuned, I'm about to break it all down. Welcome to my channel, Dine in Creativity, or welcome back if you're returning. Either way, I am so happy that you're here. I'm Rachel Ann, and I'm here to share all about my sewing journey, some pattern reviews, and a whole lot of in between. A couple weeks ago, I got my order in from Mood Fabric, and I will say that I was very happy with it. This is a little bit different of a fabric haul than what I have shown to you in the past, or even really purchased from my local Joann fabric store in the past. I am the kind of person, I like prints and things of that nature, but for this fabric haul, it's a lot of solids. Now there are some prints that I threw in there, of course, but for the sake of today, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right in and start with this most recent fabric. This was a lilac shirting fabric that I ordered from Mood Fabric. I'm not gonna get too much into the details of the top because that was included in my most previous recent video, but this was such a great fabric for a very lightweight summer top. It may not be the most exciting, but personally I find lavender exciting, and so I was very happy with how it sewed up. The price was right. It was $6.99 per yard. I got 2.5 yards, so I'm thinking I may go ahead and sew a skirt with this, but I could not wait to start sewing it, and so went ahead and sewed up this first piece from the fabric haul. I did use, in case you are interested, Simplicity 9538 pattern. Very easy to use, highly recommend this pattern. So this was the first piece in the fabric haul. I do have about 1.5 yards of fabric still left over, so I think I'm gonna, like I said, make a matching skirt or something of that nature. The other color that I can't get enough of, I started really falling in love with it last summer, and now it's like my eye is just naturally drawn to it, is lime green. This is a beautiful cotton, mid-weight, maybe lightweight to mid-weight fabric that truly is going to be so cute for a summer dress of some sort. What I'm thinking for this beautiful color and piece of fabric is this New Look 6446 dress pattern. I believe that it is View B. I have made this before and it turned out very cute, and I just think for this fabric it would be perfect to go ahead and whip that same dress up. This is a lightweight lime polyester and cotton twill. It doesn't have much give to it, and that's why I think a very pretty structured dress would look very beautiful with this particular fabric. So I'll keep you posted on what I decide to make with this, but I am just playing around with different ideas in my head, but I'll probably go with that New Look 6446 pattern. So for this next fabric, I am actually going to show you the pattern first that I'm going to use, and then talk about the fabric that I found. So the pattern, keep this in mind, this is what I'm going to use for this fabric. This is Simplicity S9386. Very retro, very vintage. I am going to go for View D. I just love the scalloped petal collar. And when I saw this fabric on Mood's website, which I believe I got all of these different fabrics on sale. They had a pastel fabric sale, so I jumped all over that. But how cute is this? How retro. I mean, really, how just a kind of vintage style, and with the cute petal kind of collared neckline. I think it's gonna be so gorgeous. This particular fabric is, and let me just check this. Let me see. This is Mood exclusive green mid-mod Mood stretch polyester. So it does have a little bit of nice stretch to it. Not too much, but just a little bit, so that'll be very comfortable. It is very lightweight. As you can see, it is just has a beautiful drape to it. Of course, the top I'm going to make is slightly more structured, but it's still going to have that beautiful flow that you see with these kind of loose fitting, silky-ish fabric tops. Now, as I shared, this may not seem like the most exciting fabric haul because I'm not bringing forth a ton of patterned fabrics, but sometimes you just gotta go for the solid prints in a beautiful lightweight cotton. That is what I had in mind when I found this beautiful kind of baby blue, super lightweight. I believe it's cotton poplin. I'll verify that in a second. But this has just a teeny bit of stretch, which will make it so comfortable. Definitely gonna go for a dress with this one. I think it would be so cute in a dress format. Or I am also potentially thinking of using this Simplicity pattern to make one of these tops with the elastic around the neckline. I think it would be so beautiful. I could already tell that because it's so thin, it would really create a pretty gather. And so for this, I am even looking at view B. Make sure you can see it. It would be so lovely. We'll see though what happens, but just to kind of formally let you know, this is the pastel blue Japanese pima cotton lawn. And all of this fabric, I have already pre-washed it and then threw it in the dryer to shrink it up and just go ahead and treat it in a way where all I have to do is iron it and then get ready to sew. I'm thinking about investing in a steamer because ironing these large pieces of fabric can take a little bit, but I think that this is going to be so pretty as that cute cotton top or even as a really cute sundress that's casual, throw it on and go. Okay, so I decided to take the plunge and again go for crepe de chine fabric. Now this one was so pretty to me. It really stood out. I think it is so elegant, that dusty rose lilac color. And the dress that I'm thinking about making, let me see if I grabbed it from my stash over there. I didn't. Let me go grab that. Okay, so you know I have kind of a love-hate relationship when it comes to crepe de chine, very slippery. I have a couple different techniques I'm going to try this time though to really try to perfect the sewing experience. Well, maybe not perfect it, but just make it easier so that things aren't slipping and sliding all over the place. But as you can see, this crepe de chine, I mean, just a beautiful flowy drape to it. I'm gonna have to, this is why I want to invest in a steamer to steam out all of the wrinkles in this fabric, but it's just so luxurious feeling. I love it. And this was on sale. I believe it was an Australian designer. I'll verify that for you too in just a moment. Yeah, famous Australian designer, Dusty Lilac Viscose Crepe de Chine. The pattern that I am going to potentially use for this beautiful crepe de chine is the Simplicity R11688 pattern. And I am going to do this view right here. I think it would just be so gorgeous. Just a solid colored dress to throw on and go in the summer, head out to dinner, whatever the case may be, or even wear to work really. But I thought that this was such a cute pattern. Got it from Joann Fabrics when they had their $1.99 pattern sale for Simplicity patterns. So I can't wait to try this pattern out. I feel like I am just running all over the place with all of these fabrics. So I mentioned this in a previous video and it came in and I'm so excited about it. I cannot wait to sew this fabric up. This is a lavender and white gingham fabric. I'm gonna pull this up really close. It is a lightweight cotton. I am just obsessed with it. I cannot wait to create a really cute dress out of this and I will show you that pattern. I have already cut out all the pattern pieces. This is going to be the next project that I start working on, but I am going to be making view A. As you can see, it has these super cute ties on the shoulders, and I'm gonna make sure those straps are long enough, maybe even create more of an exaggerated bow, just something really feminine, delicate, pretty, but substantial. And this is New Look 6617. And I just can't wait to work with this fabric to create this look. I may even shorten it up a little bit, we shall see, but this is what I am going for. Again, I believe I got this on sale. I did get 2 yards of it, and it's a Campinas Lavender Organic Cotton Gingham. So pretty, would highly recommend. It has just ever so slightly a little bit of stretch to it, which in my opinion always makes garments a little bit more comfortable and able to move in and more wearable in many cases. So I was really pleasantly happy to see that it had just a teeny bit of stretch, nothing major, but just a little bit. Okay, then I decided to actually get fabrics for lining my garments. The last time this happened where I realized, oh my gosh, I need to line my crepe de chine skirt and top that I had made, I ran to my local Hobby Lobby and just kind of grabbed whatever they had. It worked, but it was not necessarily the best lining. So what I did is I found this great, it's just a nude, thin lining fabric that I'm going to use. This was very inexpensive. I think it was $3.99 a yard maybe. And then I also found this silkier lining fabric. It almost reminds me of something you would see on the inside of a purse or a jacket or something of that nature. I believe this was $2.99 a yard. So I'm just gonna experiment with that since I am not extremely proficient in lining a ton of garments. I want to try this out, and I thought these were great prices on these linings for lining different garments that I sew up. So I'm going to use this for the white and lilac gingham because that's what the pattern calls for, just the top portion, and we'll see how it goes. Last but not least, if you know me, I have talked about this a few times. I love a symmetrical fabric, and this was I'm gonna cover my face up as I show you this. This was a very large print that I thought was so beautiful. It is that cream color with gold and all the florals. I am going to create some kind of dress where the pattern has that symmetry down the middle. I'm not gonna put it right there, but maybe some other kind of design. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna play around with this, but this was on sale. I think it was under $10 a yard for a panel. And so I went ahead and scooped it up. It is cotton sateen, if I'm not mistaken. But it is extremely lightweight. I think that this could be so beautiful. I mean, my mind goes to a dress. I even think about almost an, mid-calf length dress just to showcase this gorgeous fabric, but we shall see. This is my most recent fabric haul. I will always highly recommend Mood Fabrics. I think they have such a beautiful selection. When you catch a sale, it is so reasonable. And then I even think about in my mind that oftentimes shirts and dresses are so marked up when you go into the store, but when you are able to sew up your own garment and catch those patterns on sale for $1.99, I mean, when it's all said and done, of course, if you don't factor in labor and the time it takes you to sew, but just for the cost of the supplies alone, it's like 1/4, if that, of the price of what a garment is listed on sale in a store. It's just amazing to me. So I love finding a good deal, especially from a great reputable fabric source like Mood. I guess, well, that's in my opinion, I think it's a great fabric source, but I have also gotten recommendations for other online fabric forums. And so I'm gonna check those out as well. Where do you get your fabric online? I would be interested to hear. I am always looking for new places. I did check out Spoonflower a couple weeks ago, but I am a bargain shopper, and I don't know if I was looking in the wrong section, but many of the fabrics were $30 to $40 a yard, and I am not really at the point where I want to spend that much money on fabric. So I believe Fabric Mart was one someone or a couple people have mentioned. So I have looked on there before, definitely some good prices, and I'm going to go back and check it out. But I would be so interested to hear what your recommendations are for ordering fabrics online and where your go-to places are. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you may enjoy my most recent video all about my April makes of 2023. Just posted this video, so feel free to go check it out. Take really good care of yourself and happy creating.